This is a public documentary audit of cycle US100 5-4. Before reviewing the data, note the strict constraints. This is not financial advice. Leverage above 10 is prohibited, and do not invest essential personal funds. This chart displays coordinates mapped March 9th. We establish entry points, M at $24,244 and P of C at $23,680. The blue rectangle is over 61 days for our $100,000 capital base, capped by a 5% drawdown limit. Both trade sizes are calculated using the hypothetical capital, the investor's maximum allowed drawdown, the third triangle domain percentage, the risk coefficient, and the contract size. Processing those parameters yields a definitive mathematical output. Each trade size definitively equals 0.19. We now have a completed geometric blueprint. Every parameter and risk limit takes a single consequential step. By 4 p.m., the price tracks upward to hit $24,901, the N price level. This triggers a safe exit, releasing half the M position. Notice this sequence completes entirely before the price line contacts the main blue trapezoid. Securing that early safe exit pulls risk off the table immediately. It builds a concrete capital buffer that alters the mathematical exposure well before the market exerts any downward pressure. This diagram isolates the next major movement. After reaching that peak, the asset reverses trajectory, plummeting to an absolute floor of $22,782. On the way down, the price crossed our secondary threshold at $23,680.90. That precise intersection automatically activated the secondary entry position, known as P sub C. With the P sub C position active, the system formally engages the parameters of scenario number 2. Advancing the timeline to April 7th, this chart shows the recovery phase. The price climbs back up and makes contact at exactly $24,317. That point strikes the trapezoid lower boundary. Hitting that line officially completes phase 2 within our 61-day limit. A deep retracement functions as a required spatial mechanism within this model. It deliberately pulls the price down to fully deploy the allotted capital and trigger the secondary scenario. This final chart, recorded April 13th, shows the price surging vertically, breaking back through the $24,901 N level. This recrossing triggers the closure of the secondary position from the deep retracement. Momentum continues until the asset strikes its ultimate target, $25,457. That upper coordinate represents target 3. Reaching it fulfills the geometric objective and permanently seals the completion of phase 4. By touching this final boundary, the asset has perfectly traversed every required physical coordinate mapped out in our original blueprint. This chart visualizes the mathematical audit. Allocated time frame was 61 days. Completion took just 36. For risk, the system budgeted a 5% maximum drawdown. The lowest point yielded only 3.83%. Finally, projected return was 4.62%, while compounded realized profit closed at 5.27%. It is critical to note that this data reflects a closed, historical cycle, US100, Cycle 5, Phase 4. It documents what occurred and makes zero projections about future assets. By setting strict coordinates from the start, the market DNA model defines physical boundaries for risk and time. The data confirms that this structural geometry can effectively cage the chaos of market volatility without relying on any conventional forecasting.